everyone, welcome back to Steins. In the last episode, Lukaku told us he wanted to become a girl, and we are going to try to use the phone wave, name subject to change, in order to send a message to the past to a pager? I don't know, let's find out. About 22 hours have passed since I made my mind-blowing, awesome proclamation. Hello. Luca enters the lab shyly, just as he did yesterday. He gives me a bashful smile when our eyes meet. Mom had a pager. Yay! Yay, that's great, Luka-kun. Now we can proceed with the experiment. Lukashi's girl version will definitely be Moe. Mayuri, Kurisu, and Daru are already on standby. Sending a D-mail to a pager. Yesterday we argued about whether it was even possible. Eventually we settled on probably. Data is data after all. The rest depends on the pager radio wave stations 8 years ago, but it should be fine as long as our data gets through safely. We already Googled how to send data to a pager. For the pagers back then, you'd have to first enter the other person's pager number. Then, if in the Kanto region, enter *2*2. After that, you would enter the number to send it to. That's how it worked, apparently. Pagers in 92 could still only send numbers. Pagers in 92 could only send numbers. Phone numbers displayed functions were also yet to be implemented, so your number was hidden from the other person by default. A few years after that, pagers started to implement Japanese character displays, enabling functionality similar to that of email. Therefore, the D-mail Lukaku is about to send is technically not a mail, though. It has to be sent in numerical form. Naturally, I have a conversion table for that on hand. You can find information even from 18 years ago if you just Google it. I was pretty worried by the lack of information on pagers at first, but that's my little secret. Urishibara-san, you need to think about what to send to your mother in the past. I do? If you want to grant your wish, then you must open the door with your own hands. We can only show you the way. I understand. We explained to Lukaku the function of the phone wave, name subject to change. The numbers we're sending are 1-byte characters, so we can send 36 of them. The pager's number-to-letter conversion system uses 2 numbers to correspond to 1 Japanese character. Furthermore, since you need to input *2*2, that means you can only send 16 hiragana characters. Lukaku, understanding everything, takes out a notebook and begins to write drafts for the pager message. I show Lukaku the site I found. It reads, pager number and letter conversion. Pager typing is commonly known as two-touch typing or pager input. It's somewhat different from cell phone input. You choose the consonant and then input the vowel. The consonants are A, K, S, T, N, H, M, Y, R, W. The vowels are A, I, U, E, O. Basically, to input K, you press 2 for the consonant K, and then 4 for the vowel E. This is a pain. Let's just send 831, 831, 831. That should do it. What's 831? Yasai for vegetables. Yasai. We just have to drill it into Lukashi's mother's brain. She'll just pass that message off as a prank. I got a message on my phone. It's from Ferris. Oh no, he escaped. Yeah, if we don't find him and kill him, misfortune will fall upon Akiba. Yeah, his name is the end of tutorial. He's small, nimble, and cries, "Choo-choo-nya! Come here quick, Ferris needs your help." He escaped a rat? What kind of cat girl's afraid of rats? You disappoint me, fattest Nyan Nyan. I can help, but it won't be cheap. Ha ha ha. Okay. She'll just pass a message off as prank. Then how about 29. I'm going to trick her asking, but what does that mean? Niku for meat. Meat. Why do we want her to like meat? That's not it. If you keep repeating meat, then she'll actually start to hate meat and want to eat vegetables instead. Don't you think? Yeah, no. Lukaku completes his composition while we speak our nonsense. How about something like this? Kasan, eat vegetables. Okay. Isn't that a little too vague? When the first mom should go, that'll just make it harder to believe. Then eat lots of vegetables to give birth to a girl? That's a little too direct. It's over the character limit. Eat vegetables for healthy kid. Wait a second. According to this conversion chart, it looks like you've got to use 2 more numbers for voiced consonants. So that sentence is 4 bytes over. Then a little modification. How about eat veg for healthy kid? Isn't that a little too informal? You're talking to Urushibara-san's mother, you know. Would she understand the veg for part? You have any bright ideas? Krista shrugs her shoulders and says no more. Then it's settled. Come on, let's type it out. When sending to a pager, the number-encoded message is handled like a telephone number, so we enter the input into the X68000. There's a number. The long, random-looking string of numbers is complete. Alright, good to go. Now we just activate the phone wave, name subject to change, and have Lukaku call. The microwave timer is set to 154,152 seconds. It should arrive around January 1st, 1993. The margin of error is 1 to 3 days. I guess leap year circulation is a pain, so I ignored it. Lukaku's slender finger starts trembling on top of the enter button. Ready? Starting it up. Lukaku looks at me with tears in his eyes and then nods faintly. The discharge phenomenon soon occurs. Lukaku flinches and takes a step back, but then I see determination flare in his eyes. He sets his jaws and pushes the enter button. Huh. The divergence number went down. A wave of dizziness hits me again. I place my hand on the table to support myself. The dizziness slowly fades. Little by little, color returns to the world. Nah. Reading Steiner activated again. Did the world line change? I look around the room. Unlike what happened with Moika, Lukaku is still here. He blushes when he notices my stare. Okabe-san, could you please not look at me like that? I fold my arms and tilt my head. Lukaku's appearance hasn't changed a bit. I'm paying particular attention to his chest, and his chest, and his chest. As a guy, it's natural for him to have no breasts. But if he is a girl now, then that's a different story. That washboard isn't tiny breast level, it's no breast level. It didn't work? So the eat lots of vegetables to give birth to a girl thing Kurusu talked about was nothing but fringe science. What kind of scientist believes such flimsy theories anyways? What didn't work? Everyone, including Lukaku, looks at me in confusion. Don't you remember? Just now we used the phone wave, name subject to change to... I slapped my hand over my mouth as soon as I started talking. That was careless of me. As our previous experiments prove, the activation of reading Steiner means the world line has changed. I'm the only one who carries his memories through the change. Nobody else here knows what we did. So, sorry, it's nothing. Afterwards, Mayuri and Lukaku happily go out shopping for lunch at the neighborhood convenience store. Christina, I want to ask you something. Is Lukaku... What pervy act are you thinking about this time? Can't be too careful around a perv duo. We're not a perv duo. We're a perv gentleman duo. Whatever, seriously, whatever. Damn, I can't ask now. It's really annoying that no one remembers. I don't want to think how Christu might react if I suddenly ask, is Lukaku a girl? I should wait until I get Lukaku alone and then check. But considering how his appearance hasn't changed at all, it's very likely that the sex change failed. In that case, what did Lukaku's D-mail change? It's just like Moika's experiment, the result is different from what we expected. The real problem is that we have no control. After I leave the lab, I head to Meikuin-nya Squared, I think. Dado sits in front of me, waiting impatiently for Ferris to bring our orders. Dado, what do you think about D-mail? It's cool, but kinda lame at the same time. What's lame about it? I couldn't use it to win my Rhinet match against Feristan. Now that's a selfish reason. As our experiments have shown, D-mail still hasn't reached a reliable level of precision. A true time machine must remove luck from the equation. The phone wave, named subject to change, is useless unless we somehow give the sender more control. Hey, Saoirse. For starters, the problem is how I'm the only one who can recognize the change. Without my special power, we wouldn't even be able to check the results of the experiments. Ridiculous. Yeah, we aren't getting results. What about the Lotto 6? Pending. Although it was Lukaku's mistake that cost us the prize, he wouldn't have been in a position to make that mistake if I hadn't asked him to buy the ticket in my stead. Why did I do that? It's as if Steins Gate guided the money away from my grasp. No, I need to think positive. Hoin Kyoma will not let this keep him down. I won't give up, for I am a mad scientist. I don't understand what you're saying, but you sure seem confident about it. Someday we will improve the phone wave, name subject to change, so that it may be used to send things not only to the past but also to the future. We'll improve it. No, we must improve it. For that is the choice of Steins Gate. Mwahaha. A time machine? Fettis is standing right next to me. Where the hell did she come from? Damn you, Fettis. Eavesdropping is cowardly. What do you mean? Your voice is so loud it echoes through the whole store now. What? No. Once again, I leak classified information concerning the future of mankind. And I have an email! From Mayuri. I stopped by the store to buy some Crunchy-kun. Since you said you want to eat it, but you're not even here. That's mean, so I put them in the fridge. Okay, see you soon. Wait, when did I say I wanted Crunchy-kun? Here's your iced coffee and your iced tea and cat food. Thanks for waiting. Yeah. Daru order of cat food is one of the maid cafe's specialties. It's not the usual miso over rice, it's a stylish risotto instead. It's one of Daru's favorites. It's actually pretty tasty. Bettis places the iced coffee in front of me. Do you want milk and syrup, Nyan? Never! If Kyuma's gonna be like that, I'll pour all in, Nyan. You need sugar for a healthy brain, Nyan. Despite my refusal, Ferris pours all of the milk and syrup into my glass. Nyan, 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 nyan. Then, speaking some nonsense incantation, she mixes my iced coffee with the straw. The whole time, she stares straight into my eyes. There it is! Bettis-tan's secret technique! Eye contact! Mix! Daru starts explaining in excitement. Most maids can't even do it without spilling a little, yet Bettis makes it look so easy. That's why I love her. It's because of this secret technique that Bettis-tan reigns supreme as Maid Queen's #1 maid. The iced coffee in the glass changes from black to brown. Damn, she's dragging me into her pace again. Next, Ferris performs the same secret technique on Daru. Thank you, Bettis-tan. I'll be sure to savor it. He bows deeply, such a polite man. I take a sip of my iced coffee. Its bitterness and sweetness flow down my throat. It shouldn't be bitter at all. She put milk in it. When I look up, I see Bettis standing next to me, her silver tray in front of her waist. Do you need something? I want to hear the rest, Nya. Kyoma and Daru Nya are having a fun little chit-chat, Nya. Talking about a time machine? Bettis really wants to hear, Nya. She gives me a babyish look with upturned eyes. But I firmly reject her. It's top secret, not for outsiders. And whose big mouth led the whole store here, Nya? Tell Bettis, Daru Nya. She's targeted Daru now. Don't underestimate him, Fattest Nyan Nyan. Daru is my most trustworthy right-hand man, the wizard class super hacker. He won't be tricked into divulging classified information. We've built an amazing machine that sends emails to the past. I did most of the work, of course. And he's broken. Women are scary. Is that a time machine, yeah? I guess you could say that. Wow, you're awesome, yeah. Your big brain makes my heart race, yeah. You mean? Oh, you mean it? Now I'm embarrassed. Dumbass. What's with that grin? Bettis' dreams of going on a journey through time, yeah. I'll bring you along someday. Daru, don't make promises you can't keep. By the way, it's been bugging me, but what is time anyways, Nya? What? Time is often compared to a river, Nya, flowing from past to future. But is that really how it is, Nya? If time is a river, then where's the present, Nya? Is it a point? Is it a line? Where does the present begin and end? Yeah. Now that you mention it, I only have a vague concept of time. I've never given it any serious thought. The present is a leaf floating in the river. It moves along the flow from past to future. So we're riding on that leaf, Nya? When you die, do you fall off, Nya? You could say that. All points upstream from the leaf are the past, downstream, the future. Hanya. But is that the only leaf? Is that leaf only the present for humans, Nya? Meaning? Humans make units to define and observe time, which is how we know the leaf is in the present. But if every living thing in the universe went extinct, nothing would exist to observe the present. Yeah. In that case, where would the present go? Yeah. Wouldn't something like God or the will of the universe observe it? But what if God is a four-dimensional being who can freely move through time? Yeah. If God is the only one who decides the present, then will our present move with him? Yeah. This is hard. So what you're saying is that the present is subjective to the observer. If we go with that assumption, then the past and the future also depend on the observer. Yeah. If Fadus were to use a time machine to travel back 1 week, then Kyomo and Daru's present would become Fadus' future. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. So how does the leaf model reflect that difference? Yeah. Neither Daru nor I have an answer to that. Perhaps nobody has an answer. Just like the collapse of casualty, things that Kurisu mentioned. Does that mean that time machines and time travel are impossible after all? But Sennin's jellified test subjects physically traveled as far back as 1921. Anyways, if everything depends on an observer, then clocks are meaningless. Yeah. Fun times fly, hard times drag. Yeah. In other words, the flow of time changes depending on your point of view. Yeah. Speaking of which, as you grow older, it feels like time starts to flow faster, doesn't it? Janet's Law. Fadus thinks about this stuff sometimes. Yeah, I think time might be something as simple as a river. Yeah. And that might not be as simple as a river. Yeah, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets. The strict definition of time, similar to the question of where is self, is one of humanity's eternal questions. Countless renowned scholars have left this question unanswered. There is no way amateurs like us can answer it. But there is one thing I can do. Fret not. Through physics and philosophy may deny us, our machine has made time travel possible. Am I correct, Daru? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, looks like you guys have kicked reason to the curb, yeah. But Ferris wants to use a time machine too, yeah. Can I please? Sure, I'll let you use the machine as much as you want, Ferris-tan. Really, Nya? Then it's a promise, Nya. Daru, don't decide things on your own. Ferris springs up with joy and hugs Daru's rotund body. That's all it takes for Daru to look like he'd died and gone to heaven. And on that note, I'm leaving this episode here. So it looks like Fadus might know a little bit more, have a bit of a philosophical streak in her, which I really do admire. But yes, anyway, so if you're enjoying this series and you want to see more from me, then please subscribe and do all the YouTube shit. And in the next episode, we are going to continue and see if we make Fadus a lab mem so she can use the machine as well. So I'll see you then.